Welcome to the Eclectic Thrifter and Crafter, where we thrift and craft with purpose. It's Tea Tuesday, or in my world, Crafty Tuesday. Hello! Well, my tea is chai tea today. We're just going to be going through the inventory. I was going to do a Small Talk Sunday, but it's going to be Small Talk Tuesday because I've been organizing and getting ready for surgery. What we're going to go through today are the rest of the ingredients for the small build that's arrived in the mail, our box of found miniatures, the cardboard and tape arrived, cardboard I've been collecting, miniature tools, and electrical. I went through the family room, the craft closet, consolidated totes and craft supplies, gathered all sorts of shapes of cardboard and things that I'm going to be using for the miniature build. So in addition to the cardboard that came in last week, this is a dollar store run. There are 3 trifolds, and this is a piece of chipboard that I repurposed from a bulletin board. There's the 3 trifolds. You can see right there. They were less than $1. Then we have 7 pieces of foam artboard, and that's the cardboard. And these are all the various shapes that I've been putting together that I think will be useful. A gallon of clear glue. It takes me about 2 to 3 years to go through that. This is left over from 4-H. We use this for texture for the outside of a build. So we've had these for about 3 or 4 years now. These are some of the textured items that we reclaimed from the 4-H project the last year it met. Since that time, my son has outgrown 4-H. He's too old. This is Silicone, wonderful company, MPK Enterprises. I'll put a link in the description below. Very nice people. This is also left over from 4-H, and I've been using their product for about 5 or 6 years now. Reclaimed 4-H wood. This is actually rolled aluminum for the miniature cooking stove. That's going to be another project that will be going on. Plaster of Paris. And this I've had this for about 3 years. This is a miniature potter's wheel. And we'll be using this for this project also. Sponges. This is resin. Epoxy resin. This is also left over from 4-H. A lot came to an end when 4-H stopped meeting. So we're going to put this to good use. When I do the epoxies, it'll all be done at the same time. So we have 2 pieces of 1/4-inch plywood and 1 piece of 1/4-inch chipboard. The majority of the build will be paper mache and cardboard, but the framing of the miniature build will be plywood and reclaimed 4-H wood. Now we're upstairs in the family room, and we're going to move on to what ingredients we have just recently received and what I've been collecting for the last several months or more. This is epoxy resin, also left over from 4-H. We'll try and use that up this year. We'll try and use this first before we open the larger ones. This just arrived the other day. Let's see what's inside. Alright, this is insulation. This will be used for textured stone and brickwork for inside and outside the build. This should last me quite some time because I'm going to be making masters and I'm going to be making silicone molds, which I will then use paper mache. Let's see what's in this. Oh, see, we have washi tape. There's gold. Silver. and copper. The majority of what we're going to be making for this house is going to be made out of paper. This is copper tape, often used in electrical. It is an adhesive tape, but that is copper. I have several different sizes. And I believe, yes, this is also copper tape. So this is 2-inch. And then I think we can put that box to use. That looks like it will be quite useful. Ah yes, more copper tape. So this is 1-inch. So we have 2-inch, 1-inch, all the way down to, I believe, 1/4 of an inch. Then we have the washi tape. This should last quite some time. We have calipers. Since this is a miniature build, the calipers are necessary for me because I don't see very well. And what's nice is it has a large LED display. And those are my glasses without my contact lenses. Yes, I was that little girl on the playground. And that's with my contact lenses. Here we have a miniature embroidery kit. I'm going to use this for making miniature rugs and tuffets as I work on the inside decorations while the outside is being built. This operates with embroidery floss just as if you're doing rug hooking or rug punching with wool. This is what the needle looks like. We will be utilizing these bobby pins, small and large, because they are nice pieces of metal for construction. Now the feathers I've been thrifting and couponing for several years. Most of these have been thrifted. The ones with packages with labels, those came from Hobby Lobby with coupons. This lovely little feather, as well as this lovely little feather, came from subscriber Jill, and we're going to use these first. Now we're on to needle felting. Other than the needles, I've never had the actual proper tools. Now I do. After this year's craft fair, I decided to purchase the proper tools. These are the tools I made up myself. I just purchased one set of needles. This is what the needle felting needles look like. They have little barbs on the end. This is one of my needle felting projects. It is a rug for a miniature, and it's just made out of raw wool. And that's what it looks like when it's done. And that's what the underside looks like. It was felted on wool felt. This is the Frisian horse my son made his last year in 4-H. This is polymer clay constructed on a wire and foil frame, with boucle yarn used as the horsehair. I will put the link to SugarCharmShop in the description below. You can take a look at her channel and see how she constructs these polymer sculptures. This is a felting pad for the felting process. You can also find various needle felters on YouTube. When my oldest son was in Afghanistan, I purposed myself to learn a few new skills, and needle felting was one of those skills. It helped keep my mind busy while he was away. We probably will make some smaller animals with the felting tools, as well as rugs. Cheesecloth for various projects. These are clips for making small bags, such as for eyeglass cases. It's just a project I happen to have in mind. They arrived with the copper tape. So that's probably a summer project. These are 2 silicone mats we're going to be using in an upcoming sugar project. I should be able to use that box. I've never used these before, but we're going to find out how sometime soon. And these are sugar gloves. Sugar is very dangerous to work with. Isomalt is even more dangerous than sugar, so you want to have gloves. Very important. Our project is going to be using isomalt. And now we have the heart silicone molds. That is for an upcoming project. I don't normally do dollar store run hauls or craft hauls like a lot of channels do. I wait till I have collected things. I give myself an allowance, and so I wait till I gathered things together, and then I'll share them with you. I don't think I can use that cardboard. For $7 or so, I had to buy 3 just to get one of these. I could not find the smallest one sold singly. So that's for meatballs, that's for biscuits, which I don't make very often, and that's the one I was actually after. But I had to buy 3 in order to get one. But it was only about $7. A good ice cream scoop comes in handy. So we have drawing materials. I hadn't purchased sketching materials in a lot of years. So a trip to Hobby Lobby with my friend Lisa and a coupon, and I came home with what I needed. So this week I'll get that floor plan worked on, and I'll share that with you as soon as I can. Maybe not next Sunday, because I'll just be getting out of surgery a few days before that. I bought 2 of these sketchbooks for $9 on Amazon, so my son will have one and I will have one. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Please like, subscribe, share my thrifting and crafting channel with your thrifting and crafting friends. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram. Let me know in the comments below what projects you have planned for the rest of the winter. Check us out on Instagram and hit that notification button for upcoming announcements for future thrifts and crafts. And we'll get that Sunday small talk going pretty soon. Have a lovely, lovely day.